The story of Zyzz. I never heard about this guy, and you guys told me about him today, so I want to figure out who he is and what he is and stuff like that. So whoever knows Zyzz type 1, whoever doesn't know Zyzz type 2, here we go.
Prior to his untimely death at the age of only 22, Zyzz had become an icon. Everything about him represented the never-ending struggle between success and hardship. His physique, confidence, and status seemed effortless from the outside. However, on the inside, Zyzz was constantly at war with himself. He battled with deep insecurities, a feeling of apathy, and an undesirable position of fame to the point where he wouldn't even leave his own house. Yet, as a result of making his struggle public and relatable to an online audience, Zyzz would become one of the most well-regarded fitness influencers of all time, ending his physical transformation looking like this, and this. Although in the beginning, at a time when his main hobby was playing World of Warcraft, he looked a little more like this, and this. Zyzz explained that, "I was ridiculously thin. I'm talking the skinniest guy in my grade school.
This guy reminds me of like a Mitch Jones, you know?
I started going clubbing every weekend and always noticed whenever a jack dude walked by. They had a presence a lot greater than that of a normal person. The guys respect them and the girls are all over them. And really, who wouldn't want that?" It was after making this observation that Zyzz decided to embark on a fitness journey of his own. At the age of 17, he sold his World of Warcraft account for $500 before spending the money on a 1-year gym membership at Fitness First Carlingford in Sydney.
Holy shit, respect. Like he basically RWT'd, he real world traded just like in RuneScape, sold his gold, and then used that money to better himself IRL. Like, that's a W right there. Oh my god.
When looking at a post made by Zyzz to the bodybuilding.com forums, it's obvious that he planned on continuing the grind, stating that this is what he wanted his body to look like in only 1 year's time. While this kind of transformation after only 12 months seemed almost impossible, a photo posted one...
You know, yeah, exactly. I was like, we're all watching this fitness video, and everybody in the whole chat's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna start going to the gym tomorrow. Motherfucker gonna be eating a bag of Doritos tomorrow morning and like some fry sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Like the chat is all probably trying to gain motivation right now. And they're gonna be having the same schedule every single day. Like you guys are getting false motivation right now. Just stop the cap. You guys go eat your chips, chat. Go eat your chips. Translation? Sorry, but just make sure you like, sub, comment anything down below. Love you guys.
0.5 years later showed that Zyzz had made his goal a reality, yet unfortunately he would also add that it hadn't been achieved naturally. A forum post by Zyzz explained that he had begun his first trend/sus cycle in April of 2008, only 1 month after his 19th birthday. And while this might have been somewhat April of 2008,
I started my first trend/sus cycle. Motherfucker, I've been sus for years. What is a sus cycle?
Only 1 month after his 19th birthday. And while this might have been somewhat disappointing for those following his fitness journey, there was no denying that Zyzz looked absolutely incredible. Standing at 6'2" with some fresh new tats and an absolutely yoked physique, Zyzz represented something like the ideal masculine image.
He was the voice for all the skinny dudes out there who wanted to get bigger and get attention or get girls or get noticed or get...
Wait, what was he looking at?
All the skinny dudes out there who wanted to get bigger and...
Oh shit. Joe Zorny ass, I'm proud of you.
Get attention or get girls or get noticed or get respect.
And did he get all those things?
Yeah, he did.
However, this wasn't even the primary reason behind why people began to love him. It was that he had this image, yet he tried not to take life too seriously, breaking the overly serious gym bro stereotype. Now sure, it's obvious that Aziz Shaversian, the real Zyzz, built his physique in real life for serious reasons. However, online, Zyzz was more of a character that represented the classic fitness douchebag. He even clarified in one of his video's descriptions that Zyzz is not a person, Zyzz is merely a personification of a way of life. With this being the goal, he began to build a reputation for being somewhat of an online troll.
Political views, whichever politician is most aesthetic. Barack Obama's pretty aesthetic for a politician, so he deserves to run the country.
What's your religion? Shredology. The belief that transcendence of life into heaven is achieved at 6% body fat. A complete euphoria and sense of accomplishment overcomes the shredder, entering almost surpassing the majestic boundaries of human emotion. What quality do you value most in your friends? Body fat percentage. In the process...
Oh shit. If I'm judging the chat by body fat percentage, all of you guys are fucking banned. You're banned, Squishy's banned, Furhaz's banned, Killing's banned, Tello Agent's banned, JCat's banned, XZZ's banned, O'Reilly's banned, Comeback's banned, Big Biceps banned, Digital's banned.
2,000 years later.
XNE, 4POV, AJ, you guys are all band. Understand?
You mad, you Myron, fwak, brah, and come at me bro seem to make up more than 50% of Zyzz's vocabulary, and while you might say that these phrases were common before Zyzz, he certainly popularized them even further. In addition to transforming his vocabulary, Zyzz would also see a complete overhaul in his success with women. In a forum post he was asked, how much attention did you get before working out? To which he'd respond, none, I never hooked up with a girl till after I finished school, yes, strong loser. Never cared about the way I looked, did my hair, etc, but that's because I had no self-confidence. As soon as I started going gym, my confidence skyrocketed, and I have no trouble approaching or talking to any girl, and most of the time they come up to me, serious. Now, in all honesty, I wouldn't be able to count how many girls I've hooked up with, lol. Maybe a few hundred or so in the last 3 years, lol. Zyzz had gone from a guy who felt inferior next to girls because he was the same size as them, to a guy who, when messaged by hot girls,
Master Zyzz, what, you're 6'2" and I'm 5'7", how do I fix that? Sorry.
simply used it as another opportunity to troll. Looking good.
If I'm being honest, I'm 5'6" and 3/4. You know what's crazy? My doctor told me that shit.
Hey darling, awesome to have you as a friend. Appreciate your offer, but no thanks. You are 7 out of 10 at best. And because I'm a lot more beautiful than
Wait, what?
Looking good. I would have messaged by hot girls, simply used it as another opportunity to troll. Looking good. I would appreciate an accept so we can chat. Thanks. Hey darling, awesome to have you as a friend. Appreciate your offer, but no thanks. You are 7 out of 10 at best. And because I'm a lot more beautiful than you physically, I do not think there is any reason as to why I must undertake a chat with you, as I would only do so with people who are on my par genetics wise, so as to pass strong and attractive genes to my future children. Unfortunately, I'm afraid you would bring our children down 2 points.
This guy's building a machine for a son or daughter. Holy shit.
And judging by your risque DP and ability to message random guys out of the blue, you're more than likely a whore. Thanks for the ad though, hope we can still be friends. Zyzz often posted these hilarious exchanges to his Facebook, resulting in over 400,000 followers, which then gave him the opportunity to feature in Underbelly in another show titled The National Road Trip. Additionally, Zyzz would launch his own protein label and a book titled Zyzz's Bodybuilding Bible, both of which performing quite well upon release.
That's a lot to take in for a 19-year-old, that amount of fame to hit you that hard. Because of that pressure, you started using more drugs, more steroids.
I started saying no to photos and people just thought I was a dickhead. I'm not joking how many photos I get asked for. At a festival, it's up to 400 to 500 sometimes. First few months was like, whoa, this is awesome. Other times you can't be effed, and I feel sorry for my mates who have to put up with it now when they're out with me. I would have never expected it to get like how it has. In addition to being asked for hundreds of photos per festival, Zyzz would make a post to the bodybuilding.com forums explaining that every time he'd go shopping, people would yell at him, come at me bro, or you Myron, and that he'd rather the video that had made him so famous never have been posted in the first place. More negative press would cultivate after his brother Chessbra was arrested for possessing anabolic steroids in mid-2011, with news articles on the topic featuring Zyzz's photos, simply because he was the more famous brother, which became even worse after a video would surface of Chessbra stating that Zyzz was actually the one who introduced him to steroids.
Surprisingly, it was Az. He was the one that introduced it to me, even though everyone thinks it's the opposite way around, because I'm...
But why is he snitching? Wait. You guys are brothers, aren't you? Why are you snitching? Wait, time out. Just take the L, you asshole.
The older brother. He was the one who introduced me to it. Every week he'll jump on the scale and he'll be like, look, I'm a kilo heavier this week. Next week he'll be 2 kilos.
Why is he telling them all this information? Like, literally, that's your blood brother. What, like, you know what it is, jealousy? Well, it is. It has to be.
Heavier. The week after he'll be 3 kilos heavier. And he'd look at me and Babbo and he'll just laugh at us. And I was thinking, what the going on? Like, this guy's putting a kilo on every week and getting leaner and fuller. And he's eating like a horse, like something doesn't add up.
The immense pressure put on Zyzz not only cultivated a refusal to leave the house unless he had friends around him.
He used to be scared just to go out in public, bro, that he needed to bring 2 or 3 of his mates everywhere he went just because of the anxiety and the paranoia that he used to get from going out. There was a lot of things that Zyzz was feeling on the inside of his mind as well that a lot of us can really never tap into unless we knew him personally, you know what I mean?
But he'd also adopt the attitude in a Facebook post that he no longer wanted to be Zyzz at all. I'm sad to announce that I have officially finished with training, festivals, and being Zyzz. I want to move my life in other directions, and have found myself far too involved in a lifestyle with no genuine substance, meeting far too many fake people / girls who, if I didn't look the way I did, would have never given me the time of day. Time to get back to studying, there's more to life than partying. Given the timing, it was likely that Zyzz was simply trying to get away from the chaos back in Sydney, Cation. Given the timing, it was like...
Holy f***, bro, look at his leg. It's like a Grand Canyon. Bro, this guy was ripped as f***.
Likely that Zyzz was simply trying to get away from the chaos back in Sydney, although what was waiting for him in Thailand would prove to be much worse. Scarily enough, Zyzz had actually predicted his own death on multiple different occasions. When asked, "Where do you see yourself in 20 years?" Zyzz responded with one frightening word: dead. And while this response was probably somewhat of a joke, on the 5th of August 2011, while sitting in a sauna in Pattaya, Zyzz would suffer a heart attack from which he would never recover.
A well-known Sydney bodybuilder has died after collapsing in a sauna in Thailand. Doctors say the 23-year-old had an undiagnosed heart condition, but some say a growing obsession with body image is dangerous.
As mentioned in the news report, it was discovered that Zyzz had an undiagnosed heart condition which could have killed him at any time, although of course many have speculated that his use of PEDs helped in causing his death sooner rather than later.
I won't act like I know everything, but like, I don't know. You guys are probably gonna be like I'm uneducated, but like, I don't know. Just don't take weird shit, chat, right? Like, you know, there's a lot of viewers. You know, a lot of my viewers I consider like family, and you know, at the end of the day, chat, take care of your body. You know, take care of your family. You know what I'm saying, chat?